This is A-Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
We're A-Game, a 100% Black-owned company with an all-natural product and world-class customer service. We're headquartered in California, and we manufacture, package, and ship right here in the United States. We ship to more than 125 distributors worldwide. Normal processing is 2 to 3 days, and we employ virtual tracking until our product is received. So, no matter where you are in the world, here we come, and we're bringing your A-game.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now. If you are here, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button for me, family. Hit the like button. Start off by hitting the like button. The like button is free. The like button is free. After you hit the like button, hit the share button. Hit the share button. That's also free, family. Hit the like button, hit the share button for me. I appreciate that. Shout out to the visionaries that's in the building. Shout out to the A-Game family. Shout out to the A-Game Nation. And we are back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV with another one. And we gonna get into it today, man. So, like I said, make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share the show. Let me see who up in the chat room. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to my man, Joel Benjamin. He says, salute. I appreciate the super chat, my brother. Salute to you. Salute, salute. Jermaine G, what's going on, man? We're going to get into it today. Shout out to my man, Sir O. Golden Child, salute, family. Self-starter, salute, salute. Hey, Miss Angie, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in, Miss Angie. Once again, my brother, Joel Benjamin, salute. Olivia Happiness, what's going on? What's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to my man, Suavemente. That's my guy right there. Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to Lack of Black in the building. Salute, salute. I see you. Salute. Shout out to everybody that's here right now. And y'all see today's show. But before we get into it, make sure y'all go and check out my previous pre-recorded video. Make sure y'all go and check that out. Shout out to my man, Pastor, $40 in the building. Salute. Make sure y'all hit that like button and share the show, man. But make sure y'all go and check out my previous pre-record where I got into this article about another Black man committing suicide. Make sure y'all go and check that out, man, because we out here going through hell, man. And today we gonna get into why a lot of us are going through hell at the behest of our own people. We're gonna get into it today, man. What's going on, JoJo? I see you. Thanks for tuning in. No doubt, no doubt. I know you in and out the chat. But we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into it because, brothers, accountability is something that a lot of us brothers lack. And when I say we lack it, we lack it on so many levels that we don't see. And what we're told is we're taught a narrative that tells us that we only have to live one way of life. Shout out to my man Walt Diddy in the building. Salute, family. And this way of life that is being taught to us as I spoke on, is destroying us. And a lot of times when we speak on who's doing this and who's doing that, a lot my bad, y'all. My bad. I'm back. But as I was saying, we may say sometimes, oh, it's this person, oh, it's that person. But we have to begin to take accountability for what we do, brothers. And I know it may sound cliche because the people who usually say it are the people who's actually oppressing us. But we don't understand how our leadership got corrupted as black men. And a lot of times we don't speak on that. We don't. We think that every problem is an individual problem, forgetting that there's a hierarchy to things. There's systems set up and there's people put in places to do certain things. Hence where you get the word gatekeeper. Hey, what's going on, Queena? I see you. Thanks for tuning in. And a lot of us brothers, what we forget is we forget that we are leaders. So much to the point that we repeat what rappers say now, and we say we're not nobody's role model. But if you are a leader, you are someone's role model because you're influential. And when you are an influencer, people are going to look up to you and people are going to imitate you. Shout out to my brother Walt Diddy for becoming a member, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, my brother. Make sure you go and check out the members only content that's up right now. But black men, we have to stop saying, oh, I'm no one's leader. I'm not nobody leader. I'm not a role model for nobody. We have to stop saying that shit. Because number one is lies, and number two, it makes us hypocritical when we say things like that, because then we'll turn around and say, well, you know, black women need to submit to us. They need to submit to the black man's leadership. But what leadership is she actually submitting to? Because on one hand, you're not a leader. You're no one's leader. You're no one's role model. On one hand, right? Shout out to Hill Zen. Uncle Trey said, what's up? We enjoying the content. Man, I appreciate you, family. Appreciate it. You see? So, brothers, we gotta stop being hypocritical in our message and in the shit that we do. We can't get up here and say, oh, black women don't want to submit to our leadership, but then we stand up and say we're not leaders to other black men. See, a lot of y'all don't understand how this really works. Y'all don't understand how this really works. You want to lead women. You don't want to lead black men, though. Then that means you don't understand how leadership works. Because before you provide SOS, for a woman in your family, you must have SOS for yourself. How do you operate around your homeboys? And see, a lot of y'all men, y'all don't think women look at this type of stuff. They do. Why do you think women want to meet your friends? Why do you think women want to go to your neighborhood and be around people that you grew up with? See, some of y'all are so corrupted in y'all thinking that y'all think that these women just want to meet your friends to see how they look. When actually, this woman wants to see how people gravitate to you if you actually have respect. Are you the man you portraying yourself to be to her? Are you that guy? Because when you around her, you a boss. You a boss. You ain't got to worry about nothing. So when she come to your neighborhood or when she around your friends, she's going to see if you really like that. Because all she wants to see is, does this dude have SOS? Before I submit to his SOS. You see? So you can't be running around here saying you're nobody's goddamn leader, black man, but then you want to lead women. Because a woman is going to check if you're worthy of submitting to. And the way she does that is not by how you deal with women, but how you deal with men. How you deal with men. And this is predicated on whether you have money or whether you don't. You see? And see, this is where the corruption in the leadership begins. This is where it begins. The hypocrisy, the lying. You see, let me show you. This is where it begins. The lying, brothers, the deception, the hypocrisy. This is where it begins. You see where it's at? That's where it begins. You can't help nobody. Oh, but the women gotta listen to you. But the women gotta listen to you though. But you don't lead no men. She see how you operate around men and you a duck. You a duck. Your friends don't respect you. The men you operate with don't respect you. But you want her to respect you. It don't work like that, bro. SOS is not feminine energy. SOS is masculine energy. It's masculine, bro. And I said this a long time ago, and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. The first thing a woman submits to is a man's word. Let me repeat that. The first thing a woman submits to is your word, brother. If your word isn't shit, you ain't shit. See? It starts with what? Your word, spiritual value, the essence of who you are. If she doesn't submit to who you are, then guess what? You're not leading her. Understand this. If you are lying and your lies, no, your leadership is predicated on lies, you are a corrupt leader. And a lot of you brothers have led with lies. You've led with lies your entire life. You've led any and every relationship you've had with lies. And you wonder why the results were what they were or are what they are. It is because you are a corrupt leader. And this is what we have today. We have black men who are in leadership positions who choose to be charlatans, who choose, shout out the Kid Organic, who choose to be bloody scholars. They choose to rape, rob, and pillage the pockets of the congregation, of the people who believe in their leadership, who support their leadership, who help them actually become who they are. You black men have led corruptly. This is why we're at where we are. You see? You could stand up and get on YouTube every day and say black men ain't shit because guess what? You're one of them. You're one of them. That's why you can say black men ain't shit, because you're one of them. Because you know deep inside your heart the shit you've done and how you've misled black men and how you led them down a rabbit hole to nowhere. That's what you done with your influence, because that's all leadership is influence. So if you call yourself a social media influencer, you're a leader, goddammit. Don't let these people get up here and tell you that shit. Because these same people that'll tell you that or have minions flagging your videos. I have minions sending them, clips of your live streams and shit. If you are a social media influencer, you're a leader. You're a leader on social media. You are a social media influencer. That is what leadership is. That is what leadership is. But we have men, black men, who are in this space, who are telling other black men not to step up and to be leaders. We have to understand what we're dealing with, brothers. I told y'all a long time ago, we're going to make the distinction between black men and black devils. Because these so-called black men who are anti-family, who are telling you not to have children, who are telling you not to be with black women, that's what they're telling you. They're telling you not to be with them. They're not telling you to go be happy. They're telling you, Negro, the only way you're going to be happy is if you don't be with a black woman. That's why they get up here and talk shit about them every day, all day, even though they living with one. Even though they live with one, they cohabitate with black women. This is corrupt leadership, because what you telling younger brothers is you're telling them, hey, listen, throw away the women you want and go get some other women while you're sitting here collecting money from these black men and spending it on the black woman that you live with. This is what these Negroes has been doing for years. They've been doing this to us, brothers. They've been holding us back. They've been keeping the movement stagnant. There is no secret FBI organization that's keeping the conscious community behind. And no, it's Sinetta doing it. It's Polite doing it. Pedolite. It's these corrupt black men who are in leadership positions. The same shit happened in the black manosphere. The reason why the space never went where it was supposed to go, because of corrupt leadership. Niggas sitting around lying all goddamn day and pillaging the people for their money. And the sad part is, years later, from this space being created, you still got black men who gravitate to the space because they need goddamn help. After all the different versions of the manosphere, of the black manosphere, you still have black men who are attracted to this space because they need agency. That should tell the black men something, man. That should tell us that we're going through hell and that we're trying to find help anywhere. Anywhere. For some black men, the black manosphere is the last goddamn stop. It was the last stop for Force Windu. Rest in peace to that brother. This was the last place for Force Windu. This space. Where he came here to seek refuge. This was the last place for him. And what did he have to deal with? Corruption. Corruption. He didn't get the help that he needed. He didn't. That shit is on us. But we don't look at that. We don't look at it like that. It's because black men choose to be corrupt leaders. But then, if you go back, these were the same Negroes who would speak out against the other sellouts who came before them. Why do we think that we're going to get somewhere shitting on each other? Black men ain't never got too far shitting on each other. We didn't. We always got more cooperating and unifying with each other. But see, the corruption starts from up high. It starts in the leadership positions, where you have black men who choose to go at each other and use their strength and their influence to go at each other instead of to cooperate and to promote the agenda of black male empowerment. But see, it's always a Negro that says, I think it's more money in division. And why do black men think that there's more money in separation? Let me show you. This is why. This is why. This is why. It's more money in separation. You see, this is why they call black men poor righteous teachers. This is why they shit on the family men. They tell you not to be a mentor to black children. They tell you not to be a stepdad, not to be in leadership positions, because there's no money in that. There's no progress in that. Listen to what's being said. What are you going to get out of you taking care of somebody else's child? What are you going to get out of that? How far are you going to get in life? Listen to what they're telling you. They're telling you to get rid of your internal values. That's what they're doing. They're telling you it's best that way. It's best that way. It's best for you to not care about the black family, because the black family doesn't exist. What black family? Shout out to the Crimson Cure. She said this yesterday on her show. If she was sitting there talking about health, nobody would be watching. But this is the problem, because black men are practicing a value system that tells them not to care about none of it. This is the corruption of black men, of black leadership. This is how black leadership got corrupted. This is how you get your agents and the black men who choose to sell out. Because the lost value system is promoted as the winning value system, where it tells black men, hey, forget all of that. Forget all of that. Ain't no money in that. Doing that, you never gonna be happy. This is what they tell you, because it's being promoted as you being a winner. But as we can see, and as we saw yesterday on yesterday's show, that wealth and fame destroys black men. The lost value system, that's what it does. It destroys black men. It corrupts black leadership. It corrupts it. Look at Sonetta. He's the one who ushered in all of the people that we're dealing with now. All of these bullshit theories that we got going on here on YouTube with black men just to use and sit around and debate with all day, so they could stir up the emotions of the people and then take their money. But then these the same black men who will turn around and talk about the goddamn church. You see what I mean by the hypocrisy? This is corruption. And what corrupts black leadership is the lost value system, because it tells black men that there's no value in black leadership. There's no value in you telling black men to go the right way. to stop selling drugs. There's no value in that, DS1. You only got 39 people in here. They don't care about that. See, now, if you was talking about Nicki Minaj and these strikes, see, this is what they do. This is what they do. They entice you so you can be corrupt. They constantly say shit. They constantly try to demoralize you, to move you away from righteousness. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Don't look, he don't even got nobody in the chat room. So I could stop saying what I'm saying. See, that's nothing but the devil. That's what that is. Because they want you to worship worldly possessions. They want you to do that. They want you to worship everything you can give your children instead of you actually being there for your children and giving your children you. You see? This is what they want to keep convincing black men to do and to be a part of. Because it's a revolving door. It's a revolving door. It's a cycle. And they want black men to stay in that cycle of corruption. So why? We could keep destroying ourselves. We could keep destroying ourselves. And then the children watch us destroy ourselves, and they destroy themselves because they don't know how to not destroy themselves. You see? See, brothers, what I'm doing, what my brother, the Book of Ronan, is doing, what my brother Ebo Sosa is doing, my brother the Bishop, my brother Young Manhood, what we're doing is we're redefining what is cool to black men. And the shit that's been going on around here is not cool. That is a poor representation of what black men are. Yes, black men have a whole hell of a lot of problems with black women. Hell yeah, we face and we survive the gynocracy. But nigga, after we survive, what do we do? That's what we talking about. So we don't have to keep talking about a strag. Because we survived the gynocracy, nigga. So what's the next thing? What's next? See, you don't know what's next. If you don't know what's next, sit down. See, because then if you don't know what's next, that means you don't have any foresight. You're not a visionary. You're not a visionary. You lack foresight. And see, this is the problem with a lot of black men in this space. This is why their influence has corrupted more black men than it goddamn helped. This is why. Because after we stop talking about the gynocracy, nigga, what's next? What is the next stage? After red pill rage, what is the next stage? Because if you're still talking about a strag, you're still red pill raging, bro. I'm sorry to let you know this, But if you're still arguing about a strag and what a strag won't do and what a strag are doing, what they're doing, you're still red pill raging, bro. You haven't got it out your system yet. You still think what they do matter. When we already said for 2 whole years that it don't. We already said we don't want them women any goddamn way. So what's next for black men? And the reason why you Negroes who were in position couldn't tell none of us what were next, because y'all were corrupted. You were corrupted. Corrupt leadership. This is the same shit that happened in the conscious community. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Brothers lack foresight. Because you know what corrupts the 4 P's? This is what corrupts the 4 P's. This corrupts this. Your leadership is corrupted because your value system is non-existent. You wonder why you're falling off? Corrupt leadership. Your 4 P's are corrupted. You think it's all about you think it's all about monetary provisions. What about them ideas? Huh? What about the foresight? What's next? What is black men to deal with after red pill rage? Where's the foresight? It's corrupted because you're blinded by the wealth. You're blinded by the drip. So you can't tell black men what to do after they red pill rage. You can't. You can't. That's why you still red pill raging. Because you don't know how to problem solve. See, because how you're going to properly problem solve when your foresight is off? You can't see what's coming. So you can't prepare. You see? You can't properly prepare. And if you can't properly prepare, you can't plan. You see? This is what happens when you practice a lost value system, black man. Everything about you is corrupted. Everything about you. You don't protect nobody. You protect you. You don't protect the people who supported you. You protect your own interests. You protect your own interests. You don't protect the interests of you and the people. You protect your interests. That's what you do. Because you're a corrupt leader. You're a tyrant. You're a tyrant. When you don't agree with Sarnetta and you call him out on his bullshit, what does Sarnetta do? Sarnetta call a goddamn police. He done did it before. He done did it multiple times. He done actually called the police on black men. Multiple times. He got young Pharaoh locked up. These are facts. Corrupt leadership. This is what we have. How you think Natural Tahuti got sent to jail? Sinetta and Polite. Corrupt leadership. And they did that because Tahuti was running around exposing Polite for lying and robbing people and scamming. And see, the reason why Tahuti did that is because Polite, Pedolite, is the one who took the black woman as God from Tahuti. See, this is what a lot of y'all don't know. Polite didn't come up with the concept of the black woman as God. He got that from Natural Tahuti, who was talking about parthenogenesis and all of that type of stuff. He was talking about all that before Polite. Polite took that shit from him and started making the money from it. He was doing lectures about it, taking Tahuti shit, going on a road, making money, doing lectures, selling DVDs and everything. This is what black leadership has been doing to the black community for the past 20 years. This is what's been going on. This type of shit. This type of shit. So Tahuti, he came to Polite and was like, yo, cash out. You know, like, send me some paper or let me get some of this lecture money with you. Shout out to Rob Mack. He said the truth we need. Good look, DS1. Salute, Rob Mack. Appreciate you. So he like, yo, you run around getting all this lecture money using my stuff, which a lot of y'all are using my shit. But we gonna get to that later. We gonna get to that later. But Polite stole that whole black woman is God, all of that stuff from Tahuti. Tahuti came to him like a brother and was like, yo, if you don't want to cash me out, let me come on tour with you and let me do the lectures because you stealing my stuff. Of course, Polite and Sinetta did the okey doke to him. And what Tahuti did was, Tahuti said, okay, since y'all want to steal my shit and not pay me no bread, like what be going on around here, right? I'ma start exposing that you stole my shit. And I'm gonna expose how you've been robbing people through the paperwork shit. See, that's what a lot of y'all don't know. Tahuti was one of the first whistleblowers over there. Him and Inky. Shout out to Dr. Inky. It was him and Inky. They were first. They were the first whistleblowers to start telling the people how Polite was robbing the people, how Sinetta was a corrupt leader, and he was sponsoring this shit. It was Tahuti and Inky first because Polite were robbing them first. So how they got Tahuti out the way was, of course, you know, a lot of brothers can't live off consciousness. Let's just be real. Let's be real. A lot of brothers, they can't live off just giving out the information. They can't. So Tahuti, you know, he did what he did best, which I'm not agreeing with the brother. The brother shouldn't have went back to the streets. He shouldn't have went back to the streets. But Sinetta, being the leader that he is, and he knew what Tahuti was facing. He knew why Tahuti was getting that polite for that bread. Because he knew Tahuti needed the money. See, a lot of y'all don't know, but back in them times, them brothers really needed money when they was giving out that information, man. A lot of them guys really was out there on their own dime. A lot of them dudes was coming to like Seti. Seti was coming to 125th from Detroit on his own dime. This is what I mean by corruption, man. And how Sinetta did these dudes filthy. He did them dirty. He did them dirty. Holy One. You said Inky ain't no doctor. And he was with the scam until he stopped getting paid from it. What scam was he with? He wasn't with no scamming. Inky was the first one. Inky was the first. Him and Tahuti was the first one saying who was exposing Polite about the fake paperwork. Holy One. What are you talking about? He was the first one exposing them. Inky and Tahuti about Polite not writing those books and about Polite scamming with the fake paperwork, because Polite got the paperwork, the fake paperwork shit from Taj Tariq Bey. So, you know, it may have looked like that, but he was one of the first whistleblowers, Inky. He was one of the first whistleblowers to call out the corruption in our black leadership. And see, when you do that, the first thing they do is they call you a hater. They call you an agent. Remember, this is what they was calling Inky. Remember, they was saying Inky stole Polite camera from outside of the house. They was doing a whole lot of shit. Because black men are not supposed, we're not supposed to call out the corruption between us. We could call out the corruption about what the Asian man do and what the white man do, but we can't call out what we do. The bullshit that we take part in, the oaths that you Negroes sign and take up. This is why I keep telling y'all to watch the movie The Adjustment Bureau. I keep telling y'all to watch it. It's important y'all watch it, because at the end, it's going to reveal a whole lot of shit about what we think it is. Nah, man, these Negroes are put here for a reason. They're put here to be black men roadblocks. They're put here to silence the men who are righteous. These men are put here for a reason, man. These men ain't switch up for no reason. You think these dudes are not getting paid to sell us out? They are. And guess who paying them? You. You. And after you pay them, they call you broke and stupid. After you pay them. You see? See, because they don't care about what this says on my hat. PYL, protect your legacy. They don't care about that shit. They don't care about black legacy. They care about individual legacy. That's what they care about. That's what they care about. Because they're used to black men being rogue. And see, you black men don't understand that you playing right into the hands of the agenda that they already created for us, which shows the lack of consciousness, the lack of awareness of a lot of black men who are in leadership positions. If you are promoting rugged individualism, if you are not promoting agency for black men, you're playing into the same shit that they want us to play into. They want black men to be rogue. They want black men to not be together. Because that shows what? That shows the lack of spiritual value. That shows the lack of family value, which makes us look bad to the world. Because when everyone want to talk about the Masons and the Illuminati and all of that shit, right? The Illuminati is what? 13 families. Families. So that means family is what this shit is about. Unity is what this shit is about. But you got black men who are in leadership positions who are telling black men it's not about unity. It's not about family. It's about what you could do on your own, black man. That's what it's about. F them kids. You heard what Little Nas X said. You heard what your favorite black manosphere teacher said. They don't care shit about black men because they don't understand how this world works. They're lost. This is why I call them sheep. This is why I call them sheep, because they sleep. You're blind followers. You don't even know where you're headed because you don't have no foresight. Because what corrupted your foresight was your leisure. See? That's what corrupted your foresight. This. How we spend our personal time. You have no limits. You have what? No limits. None. None. Your profession is what? Robbing black people, scamming black men, bleeding black men, bleeding their pockets. That's your profession. That's what you do with your influence. You bleed the pockets of the people, but then you'll turn around and do a live stream about Creflo Dollar. You'll turn around and do a live stream commenting about what Kevin Samuels was saying about the church. And you Negroes sit up here and bleed the people every day. You sit up here and do the same shit. You sit up here and talk about the church, but then you play music for 30 goddamn minutes so people could give up the goddamn money. So while the music is playing, the collection plate is going around on your goddamn stream, but then you talking about the church. How's that helping black men? Tell me. How is that helping black men? If the goddamn church isn't helping black men, how are you doing it? You doing the same shit from what I see, according to you. When you talk about the church songs and all the dancing, I watch you niggas sit up here and play music for 30, 45 minutes while niggas give you money. Just like when it's time to put the money in the plate, they playing the music. Y'all playing y'all music. Y'all playing y'all music. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we got to deal with, brothers. These are the people that we have to get rid of first. Them. Because these the same people that'll tell you to move away from God. To move away from God. But then to run their goddamn platform like a church house. Run they shit just like the church. Playing your music. This is corrupt leadership. This is corrupt leadership. That's what this is, man. Then you wonder why you hear in the streets now, man, there ain't no leaders. Because everybody's standing up in the name of leadership for some. I'm an activist. Another example of corrupt leadership. A dude named My Son, rapper dude, My Son. He says he's an activist. He's a black activist. But he's running around with Tamika Mallory. So we got a black man, and there's a lot of black men that run around with Tamika Mallory. Trader Truth. Why do you got these black men dealing with her when we know what she connected to and what she done? What Black Lives Matter and all that shit. And how she made money off of dead black men. Oh, so we supposed to sit here and think you ain't getting none of that money, My Son? Huh? While you go outside and do these little photo ops like we stupid, like we don't know how this game go. You see, they even got the street dudes now. The street dudes done sold out, man. Why you think a couple of months ago I was telling y'all brothers the streets is over? That street shit is over with. Because they even got the street dudes signed up. My Son is this big street dude. He's known, he's respected, but he making money off of Black Death. Running around with a full-blooded hyena. Full-blooded gynocrat. Tamika Mallory is disgusting. I said it. But you got black men who's in leadership positions. Trader Truth is big in Texas. He's seen as a hood hero. Why you with Tamika Mallory, dog? Well, you know what she do. Why you with her? Knowing she fuck with Black Lives Matter. Ask yourselves this. Why would black men in leadership positions stand next to Tamika Mallory. These black men who supposedly on the front line for like fighting police brutality and police violence against black men. These dudes are supposedly on the front line trying to help young black men. Standing next to Tamika Mallory. Think about this, brothers. This is corruption. Trader Truth is a street dude. My son is a street dude. Corruption. We just found out that Jim Jones is really a snitch. He really has paperwork and they put it out. Corrupt leadership. And he had dudes who were in leadership positions under him defending him. This is corruption, brothers. This is what we have to go against. We have to call this type of shit out. See, because we have to call out all enemies of black men. Let me repeat that. We have to call out all enemies of black men. Okay? Not just the ones you don't like. All of them. All of them. If these men are void of the internal 5 of the 10 life value system, meaning they practice the lost value system, they are enemies to black men. Point blank, period. There's no way around it. They're enemies to us. They're corrupted. They've been tainted. Do you understand this, brothers? I need y'all to understand this. Because, see, what they're going to say about me, which I don't care, I could take the scrutiny. DS1 is a hater. That's what they're going to say about me. He's a hater. He's hating on everyone. He's mad at everyone. See, those are shaming tactics to get you to shut up. You see, I watched them do this to brothers in the conscious community who were speaking up against the corruption. I watched them do it to Zion Lex. Shout out to that brother. Shout out to all of the righteous Israelites. I'm not calling out no camps. If you a righteous brother and I know you standing on righteousness as an Israelite, salute to you. Shout out to Zion Lex. Free that brother Tahuti. Seti. Brother Shabazz. You see? You see why none of the elders rock with Saw Satan? Because they were calling out the corruption. That's why Sarnetta don't put him on his camera. The same guys that you see who are prevalent in this polite situation, Minister Inky, Zion Lex, these were the same guys 10, 15 years ago saying Polite was an agent. Saying Polite was trafficking them women and pimping them women out. See this? Because we got to stand on righteousness. This is not about, oh, I like my friend, so I'm not gonna call out the bullshit. No. Because when you're in leadership position, you are not supposed to do anything to jeopardize who's following you. You see? You're not supposed to feed your flock to the wolves. And that is what these black men have done with their leadership. That is what the leadership in this space has done. That's why this space is still in the same position is in, the same predicament is in. That's why it's still looked at the way it's looked at. Because of corrupt leadership. Because black men not wanting to hold themselves accountable and correcting their goddamn behavior. And stop shitting on each other. And stop having a pissing match. Because that shit is whack and it's counterproductive and it's not helping nobody. It's not helping nobody. That's why you still got black men in this space suffering. That's why you got a lot of black men that's just throwing in the towel and saying, man, F it. That's why. Man, I give up on trying to have a family. Well, I'm here to tell you, you ain't got to give up on being a masculine man. You a man, brother. Don't be ashamed of that shit. Don't let none of these cowards or these sap suckers around here make you feel any less of a man because you want to be a man. Because that's what the hell you are when you a leader. That's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to have influence over children. You're supposed to have influence over other men. And you're supposed to walk in that shit. And don't be ashamed of it. Because these niggas that's shaming you for it, they scared to be leaders. They scared. They scared. They scared. That's why you don't see shit. That's why you don't see nothing. You don't see nothing. You don't see no results for the space. See, I have results for the space. My content brought results to the space. To the space. To the space. To the space. My content brought results to the space. Not just for me. Not just for me to come up here and continue to look nice. Not for me to go out and get $200 watches and act like they $2,000 watches. Okay? This is a $200 watch. I'm not ashamed to say that shit. Now, I don't know, these glasses about a band, but I'm not here to do that. Because I'm not here to corrupt men. I'm here to help my brothers. I'm here to heal and build with my brothers. I'm not here to shit on you. I'm not here to show you up. I'm not here to embarrass you in front of no women. I'm not here for that shit. That's corruption. That's what that is. That's what that is, man. That's a way of demoralizing men, man. We don't need no more of that, black men. We had enough of that shit. We had enough of it. I just spoke about this earlier in my pre-record. This man jumped off the roof and killed another man in the process. Do y'all see the irony in that? Of not caring about yourself and your life so much to the point where he took another life. He took another life in the midst of him taking his own. We going through hell, brothers. And what's crazy is we got a lot of our own men contributing to the hell that we going through. They willing to turn the heat up on our asses, brothers, and cook us in the name of getting a bag. And this is nothing new. Oh, it's nothing new. We know this shit been going on. It's just our turn to live it. But when we gonna realize that we're gonna continue to lose doing this shit? That's what I want to know. The corruption helps who? Al Sharpton being the dirtbag that he was and still is. Jesse Jackson being the dirtbag that he was and still is has done what? Has done what? What has it done? You being a bloody scholar and bleeding the men in this space has done what for you? You're still miserable, man. Has done what? See, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. What has it done? You being corrupted and allowing yourself to be corrupt and to lead your brothers astray and to leave your brothers out there in the cold has done what? What has it done? But feed your trauma. Shout out to everybody, man. Salute to everybody for coming through. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to all of the visionaries that's in the building. Salute to the A-Game family. Salute to the A-Game family. Make sure y'all like and share this show. Make sure y'all like and share this show. Make sure y'all like and share this show. I will be back tomorrow with another one. Tomorrow, we will get into this a lot more. Because when I say this is a spiritual war, family, we're going to get into it tomorrow, man. We're going to get into it tomorrow. We're going to go a lot deeper tomorrow. So make sure y'all tune in right here, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, where y'all could catch me live. We're going to be going in much deeper tomorrow, man. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I said, make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share the show. If y'all enjoyed today's show, donate to the show. Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV is where you can go. If you donated, I appreciate all the donations. Shout out to all of the Super Chat donators. Shout out to all of the Cash App donators. Much love to y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, brothers, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. No one else, man. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
This show is sponsored, and this channel is sponsored by A-Game, a male herbal solution. A male herbal solution. Fellas, get down in the description box and join this A-Game lifestyle. This is a lifestyle promoting optimal health for us men. It's a lifestyle that promotes optimal health for us men. It is for our energy. It is for our vitality. It is for our strength. And it is for our libido. Fellas, join this A-Game lifestyle simply by clicking the link in the description box, and at your checkout, type in the promo code SHEEP and the number 10. That's SHEEP and the number 10. Get a discount off on your purchase.